Lead stories where the PDP at its national executive meeting have decided to hold its national convention on the 30th and 31st of October. And joining me live now from Abuja is our senior correspondent, Femi Akande, to bring us up to speed on this latest development. So, Femi, is this a guarantee that both parties that are involved in this convention have agreed to this new date, or is there any plans for this to bring a unity in the party in the end? What are you hearing?
Well, this is the decision of the National Executive Committee, and that is the highest decision-making organ of the party, to conduct the National Convention on the 30th and 31st of October. But the committee also sets up a peace initiative headed by Senator David Mark, the former President of the Senate, saddled with the responsibility of reconciling members and ensuring that those who are aggrieved and have taken different cases to court withdraw those court actions against the party. They say that is the only way that peace will be restored to the party, and the party will be able to make progress and put its house in order as the politicking ahead of the 2023 general election gathers momentum. You know, this kind of issue, quarrels, disagreements, differences in political parties is not new, especially when there's a big election coming up. We see different interest groups jostling for their own stake within the party, and in that situation, they step on each other's toes, and we see court cases, counter cases, and all of that stalling the progress of the party. That is what the PDP is trying to make go away, withdraw all court cases. We will wait for the Senator David Mark peace initiative to know if indeed they can prevail on aggrieved members to withdraw these cases. Esther.
With respect to the cases that is bedeviling the PDP, what are you hearing about the likelihood or the future of the party in the 2023 elections? Do you see this hampering their goal or efforts, as it were?
Well, the party insists it still has some bragging rights. We heard the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar saying that the PDP is the only party that has experienced politicians, people who are well experienced in governance and also in politicking. They have them in the PDP, and indeed that they know their onions, unlike the governing All Progressives Congress. They are saying that as soon as they emerge from these crisis, which they believe they are going to emerge stronger, that the party will be well positioned to get majority of the votes at the 2023 general election. You know, the PDP was the governing party for 16 years, and they've just played an opposition role for just about 6 years, and it appears as if the weight of that opposition is really telling on the party, because we have seen the way they have struggled over the years. For the past 6 years since President Muhammadu Buhari and the APC government came on board, the PDP has not really done well in opposition, but they are trying to put their house in order now ahead of the 2023 election, which they believe that they will emerge strong and successful at the polls. Esther.
And finally, talking about the opposition, what are their plans to ensure that they do not lose out in terms of given what Nigerians are hoping that they are, the opposition in the country?
Well, they have been trying to keep the governing All Progressives Congress on their toes. We have seen them come out with press statements, policy statements, or sometimes criticizing the plans and programs of the governing All Progressives Congress. They have commented on the insecurity in the country. They have commented on the economy, commented on healthcare, even as the resident doctors are on strike. We have seen a statement from them talking about all of these issues and insisting that Nigerians are looking up to them, that they are the only hope for Nigerians, and also encouraging Nigerians to keep faith with the People's Democratic Party and ensure that at the polls in 2023, Nigerians come out to give them the majority votes needed for them to take government.
Senior correspondent Femi Akande live for us from Abuja. Thanks a lot.